Ruben from our own drum channel again. Welcome at this drum lesson. Today we're gonna do the Crazy Army drum solo. I got a lot of requests to explain this drum solo, especially for people who cannot read so well. And I will do that. So today the topic is Crazy Army. This is the beautiful Steve Gadd book, my Bible. It's with the up-close video. And Steve Gadd often plays his clinics starting with the Crazy Army solo. And what is the Crazy Army solo? That's an old rudimental solo. And after that solo, he always started to build up his own drum solo. So it's very nice to play the Crazy Army, but it's technical, a very good practice. So in the Crazy Army drum solo, we have a lot of rolls, flams and rolls, doubles, flams and rolls. So it starts with a 7-stroke roll, and the 7-stroke roll, you have two ways to play a 7-stroke roll. I have a couple of lessons also on my drum channel. You can subscribe, of course, and notify and leave a comment. That would be great. But the 7-stroke roll, and it's very good to know, are 6 strokes with an end stroke. So actually it's 6 beats, and then we end with number 7, and it's in a double always. And the nice thing about the 7-stroke roll is that it alternated. So it starts with the left hand, and we do the main note on the right hand. So this is a triplet thing. So it's just a 60-note triplet figure. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right. So that is very good to practice on its own. It's a very hard technical skill, all the rolls. So you have to be familiar with this subject already to play a nice 7-stroke roll. And the 7-stroke roll decides what tempo you can play the Crazy Army solo in, because it's actually 30-second triplet notes. So it starts on the end of the 2. So it's a 2/4 measure. So it's 1 and 2 and so 1 and 2, 1 and 2. So you roll to the main note. So you do that 2 times. 1 and 2. First rudiment it's a double paradiddle. So you accent the left hand, the second note. So you do right, left, right, left, right, right. Right, left, right, left, right, right. And then you start with a flam and you end with a flam. So it are technical, very high skills with flams. And the hard thing is that the second note has the accent, so on your left hand. So this is the first phrasing. So actually it built up around a couple of phrasings. So then we play the 7-stroke again on the end of the 2. 1 and 2. And we go to a flam paradiddle. But the first note is the end hit of the 7-stroke. So there's no flam. 1 and 2. So right, left, right, right, flam, right, left, left. And then you play a downbeat, and then again there is that double paradiddle phrasing again. So from the 7th stroke before the paradiddle, So that's the first line. So it's built up with a 7-stroke, phlegm double paradiddle, and a phlegm paradiddle, and that's it. That's all. So the whole phrasing of the first line, 1 and 2. So that's the whole phrasing. So I play it one more again, but really slow, and then you can follow and see my hands very clear. 1 and 2. So at the second line, there's a very nice phrasing. It is the hardest phrasing of the whole rudimental thing. So it starts with a 7. It starts with the downbeat, and then there's a 7-stroke again on the second 8 note. And what is a little bit hard is that in this book it's written down in a 2/2 measure. So it's à la brève. So I in my head I changed it in a 2/4 measure. So that's a little bit strange, but it's written out everywhere as 60 notes and everything. I don't know why the transcriber did this. For me, it was very confusing. The second part is that strange extended double paradiddle. So that is right, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, downbeat. So phlegm, left, right, left, phlegm, right, phlegm, left, downbeat. So that's a really hard phrasing. So it's a little bit like an extended version. There is actually a phlegm tap in it also. So a phlegm tap is a double with phlegms. It's a combination of singles and doubles. So what's the nice thing about this thing is how it's phrased. It's really phrased. Phrasings are musical sentences placed in every place of the bar. So it's not from count 1 to count 1, but it can start in the middle of the bar and ends at the middle of the second bar. It's really musical phrases like a saxophone player and a guitar player plays. So there are a lot of phrasings of the same figure, but you know, at another place in the bar. That's really, really nice. And then after this phrasing, you get a phlegm paradiddle again, but completely a phlegm paradiddle. So it's a paradiddle with 2 phlegms. So phlegm, left, right, right, phlegm, right, left, left. So right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. But the first note of the groups of 4 have a phlegm. Phlegm tap, downbeat. And then you go play a repeat of this all. So the second line is... So I play some accents, what's not written out. It's a little bit your own interpretation of it, you know. The great thing about Steve Gadd playing this amazing Crazy Army solo is that he built it really up in the dynamics always. There's also a great footage on YouTube, everybody knows, with the Gadd and Wackel and Kalyuta, where Gadd shows who's the master. And he starts with this rudimental thing, but really build it extremely up, up, up. Every time he repeats it, it goes to a lot higher intensity, more accents, and he also play his bass drum, and that's a really great exercise, together with the accents, or play a counter melody in the bass drum. And that is such a terrific exercise to do. So what's really nice about it is that he plays an improvisation on that video, and it's written out later. It's like Bach, it's the same. He wrote, he composed, he plays improvisation, and people wrote it out and say, now everybody plays this. So that's a little bit the other way around, because an improvisation is an improvisation. You have to learn how you can improvise, you know. And you don't learn that to play the notes exactly from the paper, but it's very good exercise for your technical skills. But you have to realize always that for Mr. Gadd, this was an improvisation. Part B is a repeat of part A, but part B ends with a full flam tap. The flam tap is longer, it's a whole measure. And there's no roll. And then we go to part C, and part C is a little bit different, and it's really funky. I play the measure of the last measure of part B with it. So you get a flamacue, you get a little bit. So again, that left hand has the accent, and that's really good to train your left hand. So the nice thing about it, when I start to learn this, you really have to know the song in your head. That's really important. So it's really a song, and you have to play it without reading the notes. Then you hear the whole phrasings and the melodies, and then you can focus on your technique. So that's the whole what he used of the Crazy Army. The original Crazy Army continues with some triplet things. It's also very interesting to look into that. But the nice thing about his solo is that he plays the accents with the bass drum, and especially with the flam taps. He plays all the 60 notes with the flam taps, and that he does really with his heel toe, you know, the tap dance way. So that's really hard. It's nice to learn that also, so then you have... You play, you know, you play the bass drum with the accents. What's really important, if you want to master it, Crazy Army, is the dynamic, so that you go from really soft to really loud. So you can, without accents almost. So that's really nice to practice. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, and then I will answer it. Please subscribe to my channel to get notified. Leave a comment. Go to my Facebook page, Ruben van Roon Drum Channel. Instagram, Ruben van Roon Drum Channel. I have on Facebook also the Steve Gadd Drum Lesson Group, so you can check that out. And I see you next time. Thanks for watching.